Alright, everybody, so welcome back. Last session, our first session, you all were aboard, you all started aboard a ship called the Cutter, doing a job for a man by the name of Leonora. A man who found the coordinates to a ship that had been missing for a while. Crash landed onto a planet and then never heard from again. And he just recently received, a bit of a communication detailing the location of this crashed freighter. And so, recruited all of you from Silrain Prime, the capital system of this galaxy, and recruited you all to help him locate and recover this crashed spaceship. You all made your way down to the surface of a planet by the name of Uria 7. Once you were down there, you were able to quickly enough locate the crashed ship, otherwise called the Basilisk. And you were able to locate the ship, and eventually, after negotiating with some locals for the rights to the salvage, we're able to get the ship airborne again. Not anywhere near space-worthy, but you were able to get the ship up and into the air. And after a bit of a daunting journey from the crash site back to the hangar where your employer Leonora was waiting for you, you all eventually did make it back there. And upon landing, noticed that the hangar bay was oddly quiet, Leonora nowhere to be found, when suddenly a vehicle came bursting out of the hangar and several corporate agents spilled out and began to attack. Their primary goal seemingly being to recover an android that had been hiding aboard the ship. The android, upon exiting and being rescued by you all after you all had taken care of these corporate agents, immediately powered down and became inaccessible, non-responsive, and essentially a giant hunk of metal sitting in the middle of the field. You all gathered what you could from the Basilisk, Leo saying that he couldn't get much from the Basilisk itself, but he got what he came for, some of his engine parts and some of the more valuable things off of the ship. Although most of it was scrap, he did get what he came for and loaded you all and the now dormant android up onto the ship. Once you all began making your way back into orbit, more problems began to arise. Unfortunately, just after you all made orbit, enemy fighters began appearing on your view screens. And that is where we pick up today. So, you are all currently just outside of orbit of Uria 7 when 3 starfighters enter onto your view screens. Alarms begin to blare aboard the ship as the automated point defense systems begin to sound. What do y'all do?
Bacchus? I think we're under attack.
Sova,
Incoming threat.
scan them.
Is that something I can do? Can
Yeah.
I scan?
That is something you can do.
Cool.
Can I scan?
So
Scan in
they
progress.
are well within your scanner range. And they are unidentifiable. They are either jamming you or do not have any identifying tags on them. One or the other is true. You're not sure which.
That seems super rude.
Have they taken any hostile action?
Their weapons are powering. Sova did see that.
Box would then tell Sova to ready our weapons. And does
The
this ship
turrets
have?
begin to spin.
Does this ship have a shield?
It does. And why don't we go ahead and start detailing out Starship Combat before we actually, roll initiative. So, Starship Combat works very similarly in Esper Genesis as it does to regular ground combat, with a couple key differences. First off, the entire ship acts as one. All crew members aboard the ship act on the same initiative, and the ship's initiative score is determined by the pilot's dexterity check, by the pilot's initiative check. We'll get into crew positions and everything like that in just a moment. But that is the most important thing. Everybody acts at the same time on a ship. If you happen to be piloting a single crew ship, like the starfighters that are out there. They would get some additional options, but we'll tackle that when we get to it. So essentially, each of you is going to take on a crew role. There is several crew roles. There is the pilot. There is the co-pilot or captain. There is technicians, and there are gunners. Each of these roles comes with a list of maneuvers that can be performed. And as I mentioned before, everybody acts on the same initiative, but you all as a crew get to decide what order your crew maneuvers get performed in. So, that said, let's go ahead and, if everybody could open up their character sheets, I'll show you. You actually have your own Starship character sheet attached to your main character sheet. There's also a main one for the ship, for the cutter, which I'll share with you all right now. This is the cutter's primary stat block. I will be adjusting this one as necessary.
Can't see any of it.
Let me go ahead and share it with y'all. Can be edited and controlled by all players. There you go.
Don't fuck with it.
There you go, Zai. Are you proud of yourself?
Yup.
You got it. Good for you. All right. So, the cutter ship stats are determined by several different things, mostly by all of your abilities. So, if you want to follow along on your own character sheet, we'll go ahead and start filling this out. Bacchus, you are the pilot. What is your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier is a tree.
+3. What is your wisdom modifier?
2.
+2. Fantastic. And Silori, you were elected to command this vessel, right? You're gonna be playing as the captain.
Yeah, I believe so, because now my wisdom's not that great. It's a flat 0 modifier, but the charisma is a 2.
All right, +2 on charisma. And we need our technicians. Who is going to be playing as technicians?
I can be
Are-
one.
Are
Okay.
2 int-based people?
Technicians are intelligence and wisdom, both of them.
Wisdom is +3 to intelligence is +2.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm smart for once.
Sova, we're going to have you running as a gunner.
Sweet.
Or a technician. We'll see which spot needs to be filled. But as of right now, we have no gunners.
So I was planning on getting on a gun.
Okay, fantastic. Let's go ahead
The
and...
question I have is, can I be co-pilot and gunner?
No, it has to be one or the other. I believe I will double check that right now. Co-pilot does have some special rules. I believe the co-pilot can perform any action, so you can't fill both roles technically. The title can also be attributed to the ship's technician. But if there is already a technician assigned to the ship, the co-pilot can be a valuable crew asset. A co-pilot can be used for the following reasons. Ship maneuver defense can be calculated with the co-pilot's wisdom. Pilot conditioner can choose to become incapable or performing their duties. Co-pilot can immediately jump in. If not performing a maneuver, the co-pilot can use the help action. Co-pilot can choose to make the ship's maneuver saving throws against maneuvers used by enemy ships. So it does not appear that the co-pilot can also gun. It seems like they're more of a secondary pilot/captain.
Yep. So if we had more gunners, but I think I probably need to be on a gun.
Got it. So the 2 hit for a gunner's proficiency bonus is at the very bottom of these character sheets. So the 2 hit is the gunner's proficiency bonus plus the gunner's dex modifier plus the captain's wisdom modifier. So what is your proficiency bonus would be 2. What is your dex modifier?
Hold on a second. I think it is +3.
+3. So that would be 5 plus the captain's wisdom modifier, which is unfortunately 0. So +5 to hit. Who else is going to be taking on a gun? So that just leaves you for now. So if you want to be a technician or a gunner, you could choose either.
I will help with the guns.
That is probably the wise decision. So, Sova, I have a character sheet for you here.
Hooray!
It's very basic right now, but we can work with it as we go, upgrade it as you level up and whatnot.
Thanks.
So I put a couple of mechanical things on here, but really the interface thing is what we're really going to be experimenting with.
Heck yeah.
How you were able to interact with the ship or various pieces of technology. We'll basically just play that by ear. There'll probably be computer checks and things like that involved. But for now, this will do.
Thank you.
And you have a 3-a-day ability as well, which is the AI assistant, which lets you add
Oh.
your own skill bonuses to a skill check made by an ally within 5 feet of you. So you've got some pretty hefty skill bonuses.
Sweet. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, there's that, and you are going to be playing a gunner. So
I
you
am still on say it Kilala? Kilil.
You can just call me
Jalila.
Lay. You can just call me
Lay,
Lay.
thank you. I'm still on Lay's hip, right?
I
um,
plugged you into the computer system.
Well,
I'm
we're
in the
in the
computer,
ship, so
okay.
you're just the ship right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I am the ship. Haha.
one with the ship. Okay, so both of our gunners have +5 bonuses to hit. Fantastic. That'll come into play in a moment. And so our piloting maneuver check. Zai, you just did that, and you did our maneuver
Yeah.
save DC.
Yep.
Fantastic. So, just for anybody that may be watching, the piloting maneuver check is the pilot's proficiency score plus the pilot's dexterity modifier plus the captain's wisdom modifier. Oh, okay. So wisdom was a bit more important for captain characteristics than we had originally anticipated.
Yeah.
So the maneuver save DC is 8 pilot's proficiency bonus, pilot's dexterity modifiers, captain's charisma modifier. Got that all in there, Zai?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic.
It's 5 + 8.
So next we have the ship's armor class. That is 10 plus the ship's maneuver bonus. These are all listed in the ship's stat blocks. So when you see something like this here, you're going to see a few basic things on here that'll help you determine a cruise effect on a ship. A lot of different ships in the Esper Genesis universe will have one of these base player ship stat blocks, and these are what you're going to build off of. Like when they ask for base armor class, base hull points, sensor ranges, and things like that. So that's how we're calculating these. And now we need the pilot's dexterity modifier, which is a +3. Fantastic. And
Where are we at? Sorry, what are we working on right now?
right now we're doing armor
Oh.
class.
Okay, thank you.
And I just added it in there. We are at 15 for the ship's armor class. Armor class works exactly the same way in the Esper Genesis Starship combat as it does in just regular 5e. This is what the enemy has to roll at or above in order to hit the ship. Now, maneuver defense. Maneuver defense, you can look at those as saving throws for starships. That would be the 1-to-1 analogy for 5e. It's a saving throw for a starship. So the ship's maneuver defense is calculated very similarly to armor class. We start at a base of 8. Oh, Zai, I'm looking at that.
I didn't do that.
Oh.
Didn't do what?
Switched the character
Okay.
sheets, the starship character sheet. No worries.
Nope.
I am back.
Wasn't me.
Oh, that was me.
How
Sorry.
dare you?
By the way, I corrected the settings on the weapon systems. You had +5 to hit, and that was making it come out at 0
Oh.
every time.
Got it. So that means
was
get rid of
plus.
the pluses. Got it.
Yep.
Rid of the pluses. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. So the pilot's maneuver defense is 8 plus proficiency score. Pilot's proficiency bonus, which is 2 plus pilot's wisdom modifier.
Captain's wisdom. Captain's charisma.
Pilot's
So it's
wisdom,
both-
captain's charisma.
Yeah, sorry, you said some. I got confused. Sorry.
You're good. So pilot's wisdom modifier is +2. Captain's charisma modifier is a +2.
Nice.
So that's 10. 14 is the maneuver defense score. Okay. And then we have our hull points. So if anybody is lost or needs to follow along on the sheet that we're working on right now, it's the ship marked the cutter. It's the ship marked cutter in the vehicles folder. All right. So base hull points. We saw that in the stat block we saw earlier. So base hull points for the ship is 22, and then we plus defense mod plus technician's intelligence modifier. Defense mod are modifications that can be added onto a ship. They're like basically add-ons, and there are different things that can increase that and provide additional hull points, but I don't think this ship has any. We'll double check that right now. Okay. Okay, yep, no additional bonuses to that. So Technician's Intelligence modifier is added to structure. Okay, so that brings it up to 24. 24 hull points.
Do we want to put Adso's character in as the second technician?
Just for the sake of getting the stats up?
Yeah.
Sure, we can do that. And then he just won't be performing any maneuvers. That is probably a good idea.
Question.
What's up?
It says on the cutter base stats that defense mod is 5, so
Ooh,
would that be
perfect.
22
That
plus
it
5
would.
plus my and Alpha's intelligence mod?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I don't believe it's both technicians. I believe it's just one of the technicians' intelligence mod
Oh,
gets
it's
added
just
to it.
it's
It's mine.
yeah, because it's only apostrophe S, not S apostrophe.
Right.
Got it.
Okay, so that does get our hull points up to 29. And now our ship's structural integrity. So that is another thing that is a little bit different about starship combat compared to ground combat. But you have your hull points, and then you have your structural integrity. You can drop to 0 hit points, and the ship is technically disabled, but it is still serviceable. You can still survive aboard it. You can still exist on it. Structural integrity, if the ship drops to 0 structural integrity, the ship explodes. The ship is destroyed completely. It is no longer habitable. It becomes space junk. So, every time, there's a few different things that can cause damage to structural integrity. Let's see. The ship fails a system shock roll, which happens when you score a critical, or various other things can cause system shock rolls. We'll get into those during combat to kind of get a more fluid learning with that. But if the ship fails a system shock roll, the ship takes damage from a single attack that is equal to or greater than half of its hull point maximum. That also takes structural integrity. And then the main primary way that we're going to be seeing structural integrity damage is if the ship takes damage after being reduced to 0 hit points. Then it starts to tick away at the structural damage. So, our ship's base structural integrity is 5. So we're looking at 5 plus the Technician's Wisdom modifier.
So 3, which would be 8.
Alright.
Structural integrity?
Base 5, so 8 structural integrity. Fantastic. The patch repair is kind of like the quick healing for starships. That's right below hull points, right next to structural integrity. That's just a D10 plus the intelligence mod of the technician.
So 2.
Right. We're gonna get Alpha in there too. So let's go ahead and get his bonuses as well. He does have that
Intelligence is +3.
plus 3. Yep, and then plus
Yes, there
0.
is. Then can we use his intelligence modifier for the hull points?
Sure. Is that
Yes,
gonna get it up by
30.
1?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
I'll get
30.
30.
Awesome.
Then
Okay.
use hers for the structural integrity, so they each do one of them that works.
Yeah. All right. Okay, everybody. So when we roll initiative, basically what's going to happen is the starships. Go ahead. Do you have a question?
Yes, on the maneuver save DC, shouldn't it be 8 plus pilot's proficiency bonus? That'd be 10.
Okay.
Plus pilot dex and captain's charisma. Shouldn't it be 15?
Awesome. Yep.
Hold on, for the maneuver defense.
Maneuver save
You
DC.
save DC.
I put it at
Yeah.
what did I put it at? 13.
13.
It's 8
Yeah.
plus proficiency would be pilot proficiency bonus would be
That's
210.
10.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
Power-
I missed that one.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. So, in order to roll initiative, the pilot is just going to open up the cutter's starship, the cutter's starship sheet, and there should be a nice little button for us to hit initiative. Where is it?
I'm sorry. I don't see it. Oh,
Indeed.
initiative.
Do you see it?
Pilot's dex modifier plus cast. Hold on. Give me a second. You missed a box.
Oh yeah, I did miss a box. You are correct.
So this is gonna be a +3 to initiative.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't
What does
see a.
it take to do math?
I
All of us.
don't want to do math.
Okay, I don't think there is an initiative button for the cutter, so we will just go ahead and
I'll roll it.
a d20 plus 3. So, does anybody have any questions? Does everybody feel like we got a decent handle on this?
Just tell me when to hit buttons.
Got it.
Yeah.
Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
Okay, everybody. So, if you open there, I have a new folder called Starship Combat Maneuvers. It's in your journal. It's in everybody's journal. Technician, gunner, and pilot maneuvers. I would definitely recommend opening up that folder, opening up that handout
Oh, yes.
for whatever role you have. That is the
Mine's
list.
already open.
Awesome. That is the list of available maneuvers for you, depending on your role right now.
So if it goes pew pew.
Right, the gunners have it easy. There is some maneuvers that you have, like the attack
Oh,
is
yeah.
the basic one. Covering
Dog
fire is
fight.
really good.
I
Dogfight,
just
right?
want to roll
Especially.
that D10.
Question: Is there any? Which one of these do I need to have open?
Yours for the captain. That's a good question. Let's take a look at what the captain is going to do.
I remember
So,
previous stuff. The captain could.
breaking up a bit there, Carl. Though primarily a social role on standard scale ships, the captain can also function as a co-pilot. Okay. So captain's skill becomes far more prominent when using the grand scale, but for now, it's the co-pilot that the captain is going to be acting as. So let's go ahead and get back into the cutter's stat block and adjust for that where necessary.
Okay. Well, I got a 1, zilch, and a 2.
Okay. Okay. So let me see if I have a hand up for you, Hank, that'll detail what the co-pilot will do. Because you do have... Okay.
What do the technicians do? I don't see. Oh, there. Never mind. Huh. I didn't see it.
Okay.
It was there.
So it can be attributed to the ship's technician, but if there's already a technician assigned to the ship, co-pilot can be a valuable asset. Used for the following options. Ship's maneuver defense. Okay. Pilot or technician chooses not to become okay. Okay. So, for the sake of making sure that everybody has something to do, because it doesn't look like the co-pilot has a whole lot of actual combat actions to take on. Because, Carl, you were mentioning that co-pilot in other systems can do the role of anything except for like the pilot if there's currently a pilot, right? So they could be a technician or a gunner.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought, but
Okay.
I think what I'm remembering is that they could do the role of the technician, not anything, because I'm basing my knowledge over what I remembered from you running this before.
Okay, got it. Okay, so for the sake of making sure that everybody has something to do, let's go ahead and allow the captain and or co-pilot commander, whoever is in that role, to perform either technician or gunner. Or you know what? Let's go ahead and say you got to pick one at the beginning of combat. Technician or gunner. Kind of have that symbolize you setting up your terminal to take on that specific task.
What skills are best? What stats are best for the gunner to have?
As the cutter only has 2 gunner seats, you're pretty much doing technician stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's you're an extra
I got-
person. Even though you don't have necessarily good stats for it, you're still an extra person able to do
Yeah.
technician maneuvers.
Right.
Okay. Let me pop open the technician one then.
Echo.
Yeah, there's only 2 gunners. There's only 2 weapons on this ship, so we can't have a 3rd gunner.
Yeah.
That is just the way that is, unfortunately. That would be the ideal if just we could let you switch between them, but as there's only 2 guns, that's it. All right.
Bacchus gave me a dead joystick, and I think I'm a gunner.
Oh, I hope that's true. Oh, that's just a
What'd I
beautiful
do?
image. A giant freaking lizard just playing with like unplugged joystick.
And
Yep.
giving everybody encouragement as he goes.
just-
like, you can do it!
Bacchus gives him a joystick that's not attached to him, but he also gives him a yoke. Like, here, like, you're steering. Like, yeah, just go sit over there.
Rude.
Like, yes, sir, yes, I get it, you're in charge, but sit the fuck down.
Well, all right, everybody.
Adults are speaking.
Yeah.
Zalori starts making pewing and swooshy noises.
Lay just looks over at him like, huh? That not.
Well done,
that-
Captain.
That's not what we do.
We're in a fight.
Yeah. That's okay.
Okay, everybody. So, let us begin. Let's go ahead and get started by having
Already rolled.
Bacchus roll initiative. You already rolled?
Yep, 20.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Should I attempt to open a line of communication?
You can certainly try.
Cool.
They're blocking us.
We're jammed, yeah. Just
Quite-
repeatedly ring the bridge.
Question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
You said that we don't know if they're jamming us, but they could be.
Correct.
One of my things as a technician is sensor jamming. Can I play that, checking to see if they're jamming us instead of me jamming them?
Sure, I would allow that to see exactly what they're doing. So let me go ahead and get their initiatives in there.
How many of them are there?
There are
Three.
3.
Does the grid actually tell us a range?
The grid, yes, one astronomical unit or astrological unit is as they put it. So your ship's speed is listed under your ship's
5.
intercept speed. That is important for
5
the pilot.
squares.
5 squares.
That's all I needed to know.
All right. The cutter acts first. What maneuvers would you all like to perform?
I want to see if they're jamming us.
Okay.
To see if we can make contact with them. So that's an intelligence check.
Okay.
So just a d20 with my +2.
Yep.
Cool. Hold on.
You know I'm gonna shoot them, right?
Well, let's try to see if they're actually, if we can communicate first.
Oh, you can communicate all you like. They powered weapons. I'm gonna shoot them.
Kalela, you
Yup.
cannot determine one way or another, but they are calm, silent.
Yeah. I think we should shoot.
I would like to attempt to do the power boost maneuver if I can.
Okay.
Uh,
Let me go ahead and pull these up. That's a pilot. That's a technician maneuver.
yes.
Fantastic.
DC 14 wisdom mechanics check. It's
Fantastic.
successful.
So power
I'm gonna
boost.
try to do it.
I'm going to go ahead and read it out. So, power boost. You divert power from non-essential systems to boost one of the ship's systems. Make a DC 14 Wisdom Mechanics check. If successful, you may either increase the ship's speed by half until the start of your ship's next turn, or you grant a bonus to the next maneuver roll made by the pilot or gunner. The bonus is equal to 1d4 plus your Wisdom modifier.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I gotta figure out how to get from. Oh, there it is.
Have drone?
This may not be good, but we're at least gonna try it.
Alright,
Very
come on,
good.
drone.
16. That is a success. So, you either can increase the ship's speed by half until the ship's next turn, or you can grant a bonus to the next maneuver roll made by the pilot or the gunner.
I'm going to increase the next maneuver by a d4.
Okay.
So you can add 2 to that.
So, yep, all right. I believe, yep, okay. So, +2 to the next maneuver roll or attack. Awesome. So, who's going to act next?
Making an
That's-
attack run.
Attack run from the pilot. Fantastic. So, you
I-
charge
I
towards
would-
another enemy in attack formation. You move your ship directly towards an enemy of your choice within weapon range. You must move your ship a minimum of 2 units. Make a pilot maneuver check versus the ship's opponent versus the opponent's maneuver defense. Go ahead and make a piloting maneuver check. If successful, when your gunner hits the target with the attack maneuver, they deal additional damage equal to the pilot's dexterity modifier.
Yep, an extra 3 damage. So what is my my maneuver would be 5 a d20 plus 5? Because I wish I could click something on this thing to do this maneuver.
Piloting maneuver check. That is on. Yeah, you would just add whatever bonus is on the ship's character sheet.
So it's a 5. So it's 1d20 plus 5.
Correct.
Can I assist?
Um,
My 3-day? He's
For
within
your
5 feet of
3-day.
me. He's inside of me.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that you can use your 3-a-day during combat. Although
Just say thank you.
it's a skill check, so that would be dexterity, so you get a +3 bonus to it.
Okay.
I'm getting a plus 3
8.
bonus.
Correct. So you can roll d20 plus 8 for your attack run.
Oh, nice.
14. The opponent's maneuver defense score. All right, Zai, describe to me what you do. How do you pilot the ship with this attack run? What do you do?
He's just he sees these guys pulling guns up, and he's like, all right, fuck you guys. And he wants to run straight at him and then past him.
Okay. So
so
go ahead
that
and you have to move towards him at least 2 units. You have a total of 5 units to move. You can move over or under starships as necessary. You can even end your turn under or over them.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is 5.
All right. The ships, as you pass by them, you see the ships immediately begin a braking maneuver and start flying very evasively. These ships are extremely nimble. As you shoot right past them, your gunners get an excellent shot at them. So that leaves our 2 gunners. Choose your targets and make your rolls.
You both
All
here,
right.
plus 3 damage.
Lead guy.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, fantastic. Okay.
I love you.
Roll damage.
15.
12 piercing. 15 piercing. Fantastic.
Hold on, that's a crit. Doesn't he get to roll it again?
What?
Or we don't do that here.
That did crit. That did crit. It's
Yeah, it's already on
1d8.
there. I was
Um.
about to say, there's no way that much damage came off of one hit, off of one shot.
Okay.
Now, does my dex bonus get added to damage? as
No
well?
bonuses to damage, only to attack.
Just on ship. Okay.
Yep.
Just checking.
Okay, so for you said 15, so plus 3 to that.
Yep.
Fantastic. You all shoot right past the ship, doing a aggressive braking turn to get your weapons back to bear on it, and with a burst of fire, that ship does go down.
Woohoo! Oh, I like that.
Suddenly powers down, and you all see it begin to drift.
Should somebody else say Sova?
No
So-
way.
I'm trying to figure out what button I hit to make the dual cannon thing pop up.
There's
Okay.
a little die beside on the cutter's character sheet. There's a little
I
die
got it.
symbol.
Thank you. Actually, I have a question.
Huh?
I'd like to do the D10 to attack a system.
Oh, system, yep.
Target system.
Gunner maneuver, target systems. Let's go ahead and read it. So, you attempt to damage or disable one of the operating systems of another ship. Make a ranged weapon attack against a target within weapon range. On a hit, you inflict half the weapon's damage, and the target ship's technician must make an intelligence saving throw against your maneuver save DC. If the save is not successful, the target also suffers system damage, which is determined by the D10 roll. So go ahead and make your attack. $16 does strike. So roll damage,
how do
and
I
then a
know?
D10.
Okay.
So 2
4
piercing,
piercing.
this ship takes.
And then a D10.
And defense. The target's AC and maneuver defense are both reduced by a D4. Go ahead and roll that up.
Nice.
What doesn't he? Don't they have to?
They
make
do get a save. Yes, they do.
Intelligence save.
And here it is. Oh shit! They do succeed on that save, unfortunately.
Okay, so that just means that the ship only takes 2, right? Or
Correct.
Okay. And
Okay.
their system is okay?
Their system is okay, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those risk-reward things. System damage is huge, though. Like, if you manage to pull that off, that is big time.
Yes, that's gonna be my focus.
Okay. All right, fantastic. That does bring us to the enemy ships. And they are going to very much turn around and begin their own attack runs on you all. Flying out to gain some distance and then rushing straight towards you guys. So, making attack runs against the both of you. When you're solo piloting a ship, you can perform 1 maneuver as well as whatever normal actions that you want to. So, we're going to do an attack run and make an attack roll with them. Come on. Okay. Weird. I don't have a piloting maneuver check listed for these guys. Let me grab that real quick.
No.
I'll be right back.
That is a +4. Okay. Okay, what is the cutter's maneuver defense?
15. Or no, maneuver defense is 14.
That certainly failed. You all get an opportunity attack against it.
Oh,
So go ahead and light it up.
Pew pew.
can I go after the system again?
It is just a standard attack roll for these.
Okay.
As
sorry,
he flies
there's,
by us.
Sorry, there's like 30 of these pages open right now.
17 hits. Full damage.
Pew,
6 piercing. Fantastic.
Pew 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 pew.
pew. Sova's making the sound. Pew, pew.
All right. It then opens up with its own autocannon, takes a shot at the cutter.
Unacceptable.
Our AC is 15, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another nat 1. Jesus. Okay. So the next starfighter is going to do the same thing. Does a sharp brake maneuver and then makes a beeline right for your ship. Weapons ablazing as it goes.
Attention hostile ships. Suck
Wow.
Did
All
they
right.
tell us?
No, they haven't touched us.
They have not, in fact.
We had
Nikolai,
another opportunity attack.
you can make the second opportunity attack as they miss on their attack runs.
Oh,
Shoot
if you're
this.
missing an attack run, we get an opportunity attack?
Yep.
Yep.
Who needs to fire that one?
You.
You.
I just want so you can go.
21 hits.
21.
Roll damage.
3.
3 piercing. Fantastic. Okay, and here comes its attack. You all will not believe. Sometimes I wish I was rolling out in the open so y'all can see shit like this. It is another nat 1.
That's funny.
Okay. And the final
Taunting.
starfighter is down. Okay.
Huh.
Oh, there's the cutter. Okay, good. Okay. Brings us back to the cutter. You all have another round of maneuvers. What would you all like to do? I would just like to point out that this is going very differently than the first time I ran my first Starships combat.
Much differently.
Yeah, it's like the shoes on the other foot. It's kind of funny.
I think I
I'm gonna run an evasive action.
Okay.
You should wait to do your evasive action.
Until what?
Let us shoot first. Because I believe if he does evasive action, we get penalties on our attacks.
Yeah, they're disadvantaged.
We should shoot first. Then you
Unless
can
they
shoot.
spend a bonus action to make a successful wisdom saving throw versus my maneuver DC.
Right, but we can do our ship maneuvers in any order. We can shoot before you do your evasive action.
That is true.
before that happens,
Technicians?
I'd like to do the improved sensors on one of the two ships to try to give advantage on the next weapon attack made by the ship using an attack maneuver.
Okay.
Nice.
Use environmental data to boost the ship's targeting sensors. Make an intelligence astrophysics check against an opponent's maneuver defense. On a success, the next weapon attack made by your ship using the attack maneuver is made with advantage. Go ahead and take care of that. And at the end of the day, the captain does get to decide the order of maneuvers.
Oh, this is true.
That is the official ruling on that. So, Siluri, you have heard that Bacchus would like to go evasive and allow the gunners to make up for it themselves, and you have heard that Nikolai would like to start opening fire immediately and then move. That decision is up to you, Siluri.
I'd prefer for us to fire first and then head out.
All right, there it is. Gunners. So we have. Okay, go ahead and make your astrophysics check, Siluri. You did, and unfortunately did fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the gunners go, can I shout out and say, "Wait, I have an idea. Let me go."
All
And
means
you
technicians.
Pinpoint targeting to give like a boost to when they deal damage.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go for
Pinpoint
the
target.
one that's already weakened.
Got it.
And just knock them out.
So, pinpoint targeting. You scan a target for structural weak points. Make an intelligence computers roll versus the maneuver defense of the target within range. If successful until the start of your ship's next turn, a successful weapon attack against the ship does additional damage equal to your intelligence modifier. Very cool. Okay, so make an intelligence computers roll. That is a success. Fantastic.
Okay,
So
so
we'll
we
get
do
a
extra
+2.
damage if we hit.
Yeah, you get
Yep.
a +2 on damage to that one.
Thank
Wow,
you.
that's just until the start of your next turn, so that's every hit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, attack.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nikolai, that is a hit. Which one are you shooting at? The weakened one?
Oh yeah. So 7 plus 2, you said?
+2, so 9.
9.
It goes spiraling off into the black.
All right. Target systems of the last man standing.
Okay.
17 to hit.
17 hits, and then it makes an intelligence saving throw. And fails. Roll a d10.
Oh.
7. Do you have that
I do. It is a 7 is weapons. Their
Weapons.
are at disadvantage. Target is at a disadvantage to all attack rolls made within the ship's weapons.
Wow, very cool. Alright,
Yeah.
so you all see the turret doing its whirly thing that it does whenever Sova's in charge of it until it just snaps into position and opens fire and blasts out one of the ship's autocannons.
Hooray!
Only one
Hooray!
damage, but
Well, I mean, minimum damage is 1, so it can't do less than 1, right?
but chances are she wasn't going to be able to disable it on that shot anyway.
Right.
So that was an excellent.
Excellent choice of maneuvers. Okay, so that is everybody's turn. The final starfighter is going to...
No, Bacchus has a phone.
Sorry, Bacchus? Yep, Bacchus gets his piloting maneuver. My bad, dude. Go ahead.
The pilot maneuver was literally going to do what they did and give it disadvantage, so he's just going to fly away, or attempt to fly away.
So move, right?
Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that he can hopefully eventually make a different maneuver.
Okay. So evasive. So yeah, the opportunity attacks are not a thing in space. Luckily, they happen under different circumstances. Let me check this. I think you can still do another pilot maneuver. Like you might be able to take evasive until for the start of your next turn.
So the evasive is going to be used kind of like a reaction. If he dogfights me, I can use the evasive action to nullify or negate his dog fight.
Okay. I want to see if you can. I want to see if you can perform a maneuver and move in the same turn. Is what I'm looking at right here. Ship's turn, bonus actions, time movement, maneuvers in combat. Pilot maneuvers. Pilot can perform the following maneuvers in combat. The range of the pilot maneuver is equal to the ship's sensor range. Okay, let's see. Movement. Ship's turn.
Where's our set?
The pilot can move the ship up to its speed in units, and then each... Okay, that's my bad. So, Bacchus, you can move the ship whenever you want to during combat. It is not part of your maneuver. So you get maneuvers and movement on your turn.
Yeah. I'm just moving it. None of the maneuvers were going to be useful this time, so I just moved to possibly be if they don't kill it before the next turn.
Got it. Okay. That does bring us to the remaining starfighter that is out there. It has been completely radio silent this entire time since you all have made contact with these 3 starships. Have they hit you yet? They haven't.
No.
They tried and they missed.
Okay.
They
Because
try to
they
hit us,
suck.
but we hit them instead.
Right? Okay.
What is the difference between HP or hull? Our hull points are our actual HP, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Okay.
That versus structural integrity? Is that what you're curious about?
Well, no, because there's a base HP of 22, so I was trying to figure out what.
Right. That's the
difference
ship's HP before any of you add modifiers to it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The last mercenary starfighter is in fact going to make an attack run against you all.
Bitches.
Bitches. All
Brace
right.
for attack.
Okay. Oh, that's a 22.
Oh no.
Okay.
It works.
So, the next attack roll made against you all does additional damage equal to the dexterity, which is decent on these guys. So,
But they have
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage on the attack because his weapons are damaged.
Okay, so we are looking at a 22 and a 19 at disadvantage.
You son of a bitch.
Looks like they're gonna get some damage in on you guys after all. Okay,
How dare you?
so it backs up, taking a defensive position against you all, and lines up a shot, and then after a brief pause, lets loose with its dual auto cannons. God, I love those. Okay, and hits. Yeah. I'm gonna try to start.
Cannon sound.
I am going to try including SFX into my games more, and the sci-fi games seem like the place to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, what's with the plus? What's with the +8? It's supposed to be -8, y'all.
No, I was putting it up to 30 because it's not set
You're saying
right.
it's
So
I see.
So
Okay.
now it's
Here.
it's 22.
Now it's 22. I see.
yeah, so give me a second. I had to fix it.
I got it.
22 of 30. I got it. Let me do it.
Whatever. All right. So
Let me do it.
it strikes with its dual auto cannons. You all feel the ship shudder beneath you, and that does bring us back to your turns.
All right. Can I perform a jury rig?
Yeah.
So that's
Go
a
techie go.
make DC 14 mechanics check. So that's a D20 plus 3.
Oh no!
7. I don't do nothing.
Okay. That is the first technician maneuver down.
Picturing Lay just like patting the ship's like paneling, just like you're a good ship. It's okay.
We're doing an attack run.
Okay.
While that is happening, I'm going to try to do a power boost to try to increase our attack maneuver.
Okay. Mechanics check. Ooh, unfortunate.
Oh
Okay.
well. Oh well, I tried.
I'd like
Blow
to
him out
fire.
of the sky.
Go ahead.
Attack run. Oh, no attack run.
I actually hit twice, so it's actually I rolled a 10.
Okay. So, Silori, Bacchus attempted an attack run and did fail, meaning the enemy starfighter does get an opportunity to attack against you all.
And have nice things, Silori.
All right, this last ship seems to be a little bit more tactical than the rest, moving around, matching your movements, and as you charge towards it, it moves out of the way just in time and does a flank of broadside against you, launching its autocannons, and it is only a 12 to hit. It does miss.
You see Bacchus just flipping it off out the front window.
Nice. Its cockpit is very tinted.
He doesn't give a shit. He knows there's someone in there.
Shoot it, Soba.
Yep.
No way.
That's a hit. Are you targeting systems again, or are you just trying to take it out?
I'm just trying to hit it.
Alright, that does in fact hit for 4 piercing.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get the weapon system again.
But that expired at the end of his turn.
It did.
Oh, is it too late?
Yes, we've already applied damage. It's already all gone. Alright, Nikolai.
He already did.
Oh, did. Oh, 10. 10 does not hit. Wow, he gets another turn. Look at that. Okay. He is going to begin a dogfight. Attempts to sync with the enemy flight pattern to gain steady target for the ship's weapons. He makes a piloting maneuver check versus the maneuver defense. Oh, that's not right. That's wrong.
The cat.
What
Oh,
the fuck?
God.
Not 44, just 4. Okay. 17, I believe, beats your maneuver save DC, or your maneuver defense, I should say.
Just
Yep, it does.
barely.
So its next attack roll is made at advantage.
However, our maneuver, well, he's in that maneuver. We get advantage.
Right. Okay, so let's read the rest of it. However, while the effect of this maneuver is active, attack rolls made against you from any other ship other than the target is made with advantage.
Oh.
So the
So
rolls
if
unless
we
the
had- if we
technician.
had somebody helping, like if we had our own little one-man fighter out there flying around or something.
Right. Okay, here
Oh,
comes
Bacchus will eventually.
here comes its attack.
Is that Scooter from Futurama? The puppet
At
dude or something?
advantage. It's 23 to hit.
Oh,
Alright. Bacchus, you can see the ship behind you matching your movements perfectly until it opens fire. And strikes. A little loud.
It wasn't that loud.
It was okay.
Okay. For 7 points of piercing.
Oof, duh. Bacchus just sitting there cussing him out.
It then breaks and begins to flee.
Oh, I'm chasing that motherfucker
Yeah, but
down.
we'll say if it makes it off the map to the right, it has escaped.
We're gonna do an attack maneuver.
Alright, you're up, everybody.
1, 2, 3,
I'm
4.
gonna try to do it.
5.
Yeah, Zai, let's make sure we're discussing the movement with everybody since it does all happen technically simultaneously.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do another jury rig to try and boost our.
So, yeah, so
um,
let everybody discuss their intentions before we actually start moving around anywhere.
I'm gonna
So-
shoot it.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna try and recover some hull points with the jury rig. So
Okay.
another
Awesome.
D20 plus 3.
And Sova.
I fail.
I'm going to attack systems.
Okay. And Silori, what are you gonna be up to?
Hank, what are you going to have your guy do? He's trying to escape. We gotta go fuck him up.
I'm going to attempt to do the power boost thing again.
Okay.
Because we can increase our speed, so he shouldn't be able to escape.
And then Bacchus has said that he wants to do an attack run. So gunners hold up until Bacchus has done that. And Silori, yep, 16 does succeed.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Nice.
So,
So I
say increase the ship's speed by half until the start of the ship's next turn.
All right. So that gives me 5, 6, 7.
Yep,
Or
right
8.
now.
Round down. So 1, 2,
The 7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get in front of it.
Nice.
Nice.
Fantastic. So the cutter just overlaps this starfighter as it's attempting to flee, flying over the top of it.
Slide.
Doing an
1,
attack run, right?
Yeah, 1d20 plus 5.
That's it.
Ha!
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's extra damage. Plus 3 to damage.
All right, fantastic. Gunners open up. If there's a system target going on, let's go ahead and let Sova's resolve first.
Okay.
22.
22 hits. Roll your d10.
Okay.
Making an intelligence saving throw now.
8 weapons.
It does get a
weapons
13. I believe that is lower than your maneuver DC.
I think it's a
Yes.
14 mine.
Fantastic.
Yes? Okay.
All right.
And then
So a
damage,
d8.
right?
Weapons again. It'll have disadvantage if it actually gets to attack again. And then roll your damage. Have down to 1.
Plus damage plus a 3.
Oh, so it was 7 damage. So rounded down to
3.
3.
Okay.
Very good.
Go, Nikolai. You got this.
3 piercing plus.
Plus-
Or is that on just the next attack or until the next turn?
It says, let me pull it back
When
open.
your gunner hits the target with the attack maneuver.
It doesn't say next attack. It just says
Yeah,
when you're
it
gunner.
It's when you're gunner. That's every attack.
Yeah, let's do that.
So 6.
6. Fantastic. The blast strike into the starfighter. You all see its systems go dark. A brief moment later, you all see simultaneously the 3 starfighters detonate.
Saw that coming.
Go, 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 go. Baka, Baka.
Sova, there are some strange readings coming in.
I will alert the
A
crew.
massive enemy ship is decloaking on the other side of the planet.
Bitches.
Baka.
I
Go.
suggest we retreat.
Run.
Bacchus finds whatever button does lightning and just smacks it.
So, as Baka hits the button,
Bacchus.
as Bacchus hits the button, you all are suddenly glued back into your seats as the ship hits its near FTL travel mode, and you all escape from Urius 7.
He said, fuck this shit, I'm out.
All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and take our break. When we come back, we will be out of Starship Combat and back into our regular stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit of an early break. Just a little. All right, everybody. So we are back. You have made it to near FTL travel, making your way away from Urius 7 and the ambush that awaited you in orbit, narrowly escaping from a capital ship that decloaked on the other side of the planet as you were all about to escape. You would know that a ship that size should not have been able to cloak and hide from you. A ship that size you should have been able to see from anywhere in the system, anywhere in this entire solar system. It should have pointed out like a sore thumb. That is most definitely concerning, to say the least. But yeah, with that, as you have finally settled in to near FTL, you all can level up to 2, for starters.
Woohoo!
Where are we going?
And with that,
Way.
Leonoro steps around a corner. He's like rubbing his head. He's like, by the gods! What the hell were you all doing? Who did you piss off down there?
ID.
Everyone.
You're
Made it
the
out
one-
safe.
Like, we got away. What did you find down there?
Nothing.
Him.
Pointing at the powered down android standing in the middle of the cargo bay.
That's nothing.
It sure doesn't look like nothing. They were after that.
Nothing. Don't worry, Leo.
How am I not gonna worry? They just tried to blow us up, and you're saying it's over that thing? Fucking eject
Yeah,
it!
and you were tied up, so what are you talking about? Maybe it's because you brought us here that they're fighting for us.
They say
Huh?
anything interesting while you were tied up?
Locked.
They said nothing to me. They just kicked me in the head a few times.
You were very brave.
I was not. I damn near shat myself. Don't you patronize me, woman. He says
I would
to
like
the
to
AI.
roll for hit points, by the way.
Yep.
Ugh.
Eh. It was worth a shot.
Ooh,
Indeed.
I get a fighting style.
I'm sorry. As I said, I've been kicked in the head a few times. Sova, I'm very sorry. Now, why were they after you? What was going on down there? Do you know these people? What do we know about them?
They came in a really cool megacorp car.
Corp car?
I got the registration.
Well, let's run it through Sova and see what she might be able to tell us about it.
Sounds good. So, Lay just pops a seat, plugs in. All right, you ready, Sova?
Hit me.
Is
Cool,
the
so
compendium open?
It should be.
Plug in.
What do I do?
I plug in the vehicle registration.
Okay, so go ahead and whenever we're gonna do like a system or a internet lookup, whatever it may be, if so you'll be using your computers for that.
+5 for me, so 20.
Okay.
So dirty 20.
Okay, got it. Fantastic. Okay. With that, you're running the registration on the car, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I was able to download the vehicle registration
Okay.
from last game. Just
And
to
their
get more
code.
information.
Okay. So, Sova, the first thing that you notice is that this vehicle does not exist. However, as you begin digging a little bit deeper with your 20, you do discover that while this code, this registration is very intentionally designed to appear like nothing, that in itself does allow you to connect a few dots, and there is a corporation that has been known to use similar techniques when masking their identity. The Zephyr Corp.
Damn it, Doug. Registration unknown. Possible affiliations with Zephyr Corps.
Zephyr Corp is one of 9 of the mega corporations that operate throughout the galaxy. Zephyr Corp specializes in terraforming, bioengineering, and consumable goods.
I will pass that on as well. In an irritatingly chipper voice.
Thanks, Sova. I really appreciate you. Thanks. And I just I'm assuming these chairs are spinny chairs, so I just spin around and I tell everyone, so we gotta find Zephyr Corps because they're behind the really cool car. And then I go into trying to sit back in my seat and open the encrypted portable media device that I took off the melder that we killed. What do I gotta roll for that?
That would be a computer check.
Cool.
And while we are traveling, is there anything I can do to repair any of our damage?
Yes, there is. It is in the ship. Alright, 17 for Layla, just one moment.
No worries, I'm still leveling up, so.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, when we're all done leveling up too, we're going to go through everybody's stuff and see what everybody got. Kind of take a look at everybody's sheets so that anybody that might be watching might be able to see what these fancy new classes are doing.
Well, it was super easy.
Right? Sova's was super easy. Okay. Damage and repair. Patch repairs. So. Oh. Okay. So, you can only full repair if you're at a space dock or other such facility. Full repair takes 24 hours. Hull points. So, full repair takes 24 hours, during which all hull points and structural integrity can be recovered at a cost. Hull points can be fully repaired so long as the ship is at an adequately stocked maintenance bay or spaceport. Cover the hull dice expanded during patch repairs. Okay. So basically that gets you up to full health. Structural integrity.
That's up to the actual owner of the ship.
Yeah, Leonora will have to get that worked out and pay for it. So SI is the same. You got to be in an adequately equipped place. So patch repair is what we're looking at here. The patch repair takes 1 hour, during which the crew makes temporary fixes to the ship's systems. During a patch repair, the crew can expend up to 2 hull dice from their maximum. The ship regains hull points equal to the result of the roll plus the technician's wisdom modifier. In addition, any system failure effects upon the ship due to SI repaired. You guys didn't suffer any structural integrity damage, that's fine. If you do not have any hull dice left, hull dice work just like hit dice. If you don't have any hull dice left, you can sacrifice structural integrity to regain hit points.
So, we have whole dice left.
Yep.
So, those would D8s.
I will check right now.
I don't understand what this hunter's rig thing is.
Hull dice. Dice type is a D10 for patch repair for the cutter.
D10. You said I can expend up to 2?
Yep.
14 hull points added on.
Awesome.
You doing that or me?
Go ahead. Baka. All
Your
right.
hunter's rig. Do you not understand?
Okay, everybody. All right.
I
So
don't know
with your
how to do that.
17, Kalela, you are able to crack that device. It has a single command: recover the droid, destroy any in possession.
There.
It is
Any
also
name
tagged
on
with
it or
Zephyr
anything?
Core. It doesn't specifically say like Zephyr Core right over the top of it or anything like that, but it uses the same type of workarounds and the same type of procedures that they used in the vehicle registration, meaning that you can also connect them to this as well.
Yeah, Zephyr Core is definitely behind this. They want that droid. Not sure why though. There's not much else on this.
Am I able to run a systems diagnostics on the droid, or will it make him angry? I know
You
he's
certainly-
powered down, but
Yeah,
like,
you can try.
cool. Would that be like a computer check again?
It would.
21.
21. All right. Sova, with a 21, you find firewalls and protections in place that you have never encountered before. This is even beyond the Megacorps, the type of security that has been embedded into this android.
Can I make it a project, like something I work on as we go? Like doing math problems for fun? I've never done that, I promise.
What's your you only have a +5, right? So the highest that you get is a 25, even with a critical success?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, so there is... You can certainly try to keep going. However, with your... So it says you got a 21 on that roll, right?
Correct.
There are fail-safes in place that if consistent tampering does occur, it will self-destruct the android.
Backing out slowly.
Yep.
I will inform the crew.
So, after hearing all of this, Leo would sit, looking very contemplative. Says, any of you had run-ins with the Megacorps before?
Oh yeah. Yeah, fuck those guys.
Indeed.
It's really fun hacking into them.
Where are we?
Kalela, he looks over towards you with, like, a shocked expression. Like, very brave.
What?
Very brave. Very brave.
Yeah, what? Good hackers don't get caught.
I suppose.
I just hacked into this, and I tossed the media device to him.
He grabs it and starts looking it over. It sent an entire state-of-the-art, something I've never seen before, battlecruiser for this droid. He looks towards you, Nikolai. Nikolai, we were going back to Silrain Prime, but I think a detour may be in order. He looks around towards you all. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this, but Zephyr Core is an enemy to all mankind. My life was a very different one before I ran into them, I can tell you that. Some say I was a much more pleasant man back in those days. What I can say, if Zephyr wants it this badly, we need to do everything we can to make sure they don't get it.
We'll dump it in a star.
The robot?
He walks over to the powered down android. He says, I don't think it's the robot. I think it's what's up here, he says as he taps on the metal head a few times.
Most likely.
So better that this thing is all destroyed, or better that we extract what's up there before Zephyr Core does?
I must admit, my curiosity is piqued. What could they be after? Go ahead.
Well, my question, of course, is it some sort of information that we can against this corporation? Because I suspect that they are already going to know that we covered this android. Thus, they're going to keep targeting us regardless of if we get rid of this android or not.
Yeah, it's also possible that whatever technology or information is in that android, it's not a matter of preventing the Zephyr Core from having that information. They may already have that information. They just don't want anybody else to know that they have that information.
That's a very astute observation. I was nearly going to agree that I should put my curiosity aside and we should destroy this thing, but if there is incriminating evidence inside of this android, I would sure love to see Zephyr knock down a few pegs.
So assuming that there's something that Zephyr Core doesn't want anybody else to know inside there, who do we take that to?
There's only a handful of people in the galaxy who can crack Zephyr's firewalls. I have heard some... Go ahead.
With my industry professional, would I know anybody? Since I am an expert on the quality and rarity of electronics and mechanical devices. And I also know various contacts that you can find deals on decent tech gear and upgrades. Would that help in any way?
Don't think that would apply towards this particular situation.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because this is more an espionage type of thing than just finding a certain piece of tech or an expert.
Or like how to get information off technology.
Yeah, I think that you would probably know plenty of people that are experts in their fields and everything like that, but somebody that can actually break through Zephyr's most high priority security systems, even somebody that's been around as long as Leonora only knows of one or two people that can do that. So yeah, yeah.
This is us down here by
That's
Arbo.
you down there by Arbo. But
So
go ahead.
we're tuned in then, if not back to Sylvain Prime.
Leo would be thoughtful for a moment. He says, there has been rumors of a smuggler on Peltavaria with a bit of a bone to pick with Zephyr. I hear she'll take just about any opportunity she can to stick it to the megacorps. She's extremely difficult to meet with, and I've never met her, but I have a Tavapol agent. Works on the station and may be able to get us an audience. I could send him a type.
Where is this that you were talking about?
Peltavaria.
Oh, there it is.
Right here.
So these lines that are on here, are these like paths that kind of have to be followed to get from...
No, not even. So that's actually a really good opportunity for us to explain travel in this world. So any of the things that are outlined in yellow are a major galactic system. made so because there's a crucible in their system. Whenever a ship with a thorium star drive, like this one, approaches near a crucible, they can approach it and within a certain distance plot out where other crucible they'd like to travel to. So essentially, the crucibles are like warp gates. You can travel between them in seconds. Otherwise, travel does take considerably longer. For example,
Interesting.
standard, right? It is definitely a good one. So standard travel speed is about 500 million miles per hour. That puts you between the Earth and the Sun in about 12 minutes. So ships improved with the star drive or FTL are able to increase the FTL speeds to faster than light, able to travel approximately 50 light years. This means that you'd be able to travel between local star systems in about half a day to a few days. Lastly, that does bring us to the intercept, which is about 50 feet or 5 units as we go. The system jump is what we're looking at right now, though. Any ship with a star drive comes within 500 miles of a crucible. The ship's core can link with the crucible's core to execute a system jump, more commonly referred to as simply a jump. Instantly transport yourself and everything on board the ship to a crucible in a different star system.
Okay,
So minutes between planets, days between stars, and then instantaneous between the crucible systems.
Pretty cool.
so we need to get to a crucible system, is what I'm hearing.
Then Dendusar to Ondus, and then on to Vast Rescue, and over to Peltabaria.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, I'd say Ondus would be my thought, because it's more likely, in my opinion, it's an inner colony as opposed to REM. More likely to have, like, if we need to pick up any supplies or anything, more likely to have that. More likely to have real
Oh yeah,
law
that's also on a trade
enforcement.
route.
Yeah.
It's on a trade route.
less likely for a rogue corporate capitalist ship to be able to like sweep in and just start blowing things up like us. Do we know what systems Zephyr Corp has?
The Megacorps operate just about everywhere.
Okay, so so there's not like certain systems that certain megacorps have more control over than other megacorps.
There probably are certain planets that have a lot more influence than others. It will not be relevant for our current situation, though.
Okay. Basically, I was just trying to make sure that Ondus wasn't like a
No,
you know,
no, nothing like that.
Like Atlanta is Delta hub, and if Delta's your enemy, you don't go to Atlanta.
All right. Okay.
Charter a course.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody. So, off to Dendusar first, and then from there to Ondus, and then from Ondus to Peltavaria. While you are en route, Leo would inform you that he's made contact. This would probably be between Arvo and Dendusar. Informs you all that he's made contact with his contact on Peltavaria, a top-of-pole agent by the name of Tarko. Tarko knows this smuggler, works with her often, and cannot directly interact with her as he is a top-of-pole agent. A top-of-pole is the Peltavaria police. They are essentially the law enforcement on Peltavaria. So, Leo returns to you all and says, I believe we found a way to get you all in front of the smuggler. Apparently her name is Rona. When we reach Peltavaria, you'll meet my contact, a Tavapol agent by the name of Tarko. He has some sensitive information he needs delivered to Rona that he cannot deliver himself, or he cannot be seen inside of her club. If you can get in front of Rona, tell her what we have aboard this ship. I feel rather confident that she'd be interested enough to help us figure out what's in there.
Okie dokie.
Sounds good.
All
Can
right.
I go try and power on the robot?
You certainly can try.
Tap
Although
and
Sova would be able to inform you that it does have some pretty hefty security and anti-tamper software installed.
Not trying to tamper with him or anything, just like wake him up.
Clap on.
Clap off. Clap on, clap off. What type of check would you like me to make?
Make a mechanics
Computer,
check for that.
investigation, mechanics. Cool.
Mechanics. Okay.
23.
Kalela, you clearly see all of the things that should allow you to activate this android. None of them work.
Oh man. Hey Bacchus.
We tried just asking him.
Wait.
He powered
Hey.
himself off.
Do we remember his name? Bacchus.
Huh?
What was the robot's name?
Alfred? Alfonso? Alfredo? It was Al.
You know,
Quantum.
Kalela, with your mechanics check, you are able to see some kind of some add-ons, some upgrades that have been installed. They don't look familiar to you at all. In fact, they don't look like they should be on a Android at all. So go ahead and follow your 23 mechanics check up with the computers check.
Assisting.
Yep, I was about to say
Crap.
Sova would probably be assisting with this. So we can add Sova. You're going to use one of your 3 days?
Yes.
So that will turn that into a 16. Unless you want to use your sessional for a 21.
You can use
Oh.
mine.
Can I use Sova's sessional for
Absolutely,
21?
for a 21. So, you do find a subroutine. It appears that this android has been very specifically programmed to power down permanently and only reactivate under 2 very specific circumstances. First, in order to escape capture by Zephyr, specifically. Second, when it has been united with a second half of a code that is in its mainframe.
And from my mechanics check and with that computer check, was I able to just like find where the mainframe was? Is it on him? Is it somewhere else?
It's in his head.
It's in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know how to access it from those roles?
No. In fact, with Sova's rolls from earlier, it's pretty clear that trying to do so would likely activate a self-destruct on bot.
Okay. So I communicate that to the team and let them know, like, we gotta get him turned on back somehow, but it's in his head, and we don't want to mess with that. He might sort of kind of blow up, like Sova said, and I don't trust myself, and I just back away very slowly. But he's still there, and we can get him turned on and find out more information if we just get him to the right people who know how to do the right thing.
So there's half of a code in his head, and there's half of a code somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
And he might know where it is, so
Well,
gotta
then
get him
It is
help
back
us-
possible he will.
Well,
It's
except
possible
we
he will
need that
turn
other
back
half
on.
to turn him back on, so it doesn't
Sorry,
matter if he
wait.
knows where it is.
What was that, Sova?
I was just saying, if he will reactivate when in danger, perhaps next time we are in the presence of Zephyr Core, we put him in danger.
Okay. And what were you saying, Nikolai?
I was just saying that it doesn't help that if we need that second half of the code to get him to power on, it doesn't help that he might know what the second half is.
second half of the code for something anyway. He knows something.
Yeah. Yep. I think we need to just get Paldivaria.
Okay.
Let's go.
If Mr. Universe is there.
Mend. That didn't go well.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I have no way to actually track it. Mine goes by tech points, not by talent points. So like I have 2 tech slots, but I can't actually I was trying to figure out how to track them on this thing, but I can't adjust my slots remaining or slots total.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think I have a way of doing that either.
Okay. Let's. That actually reminds me that I wanted to take a look at everybody's character sheets and see what everybody's doing. Everybody's leveling up. So let's start with Kalela.
I'm done as well.
Are you done with your level up?
Yes, I'm done.
I think I'm almost done. I just have a question about if I get any more spells at this level, or do I not?
Okay.
Or do I wait till 3rd level? I can't
Let's
really find anything.
find out. Yeah, I've got the charts right here.
What are you?
Melder.
A melder. It says I now have 6 talent points.
So you have a level 2, 3 prime talents, 1 maximum talent, and 6 talent points. So I don't understand that, but I'm assuming no.
But there should be
Esper
something about
talents.
the number of Esper talents she knows.
Right. At first level, you learn 6 talents of your choice.
Which I have done.
Okay. Which represents, okay. Gaining additional talents. You gain additional talents and ranks as you gain levels. Each time you gain a level as a melder, you learn 2 additional talents of your choice. They can be of any rank. So they can be of any rank so long as they are not higher than the maximum talent rank you can use.
Cool. So I get 2 rank 1 talent points. Okay, I'll do that while we're flying over. So.
Okay.
But otherwise, I think I'm pretty much done with my level up.
Awesome.
I took the Proto Weaver subclass. I get at level 2 Studied Savant, which I will put in chat. And then Elemental Artillerist. So I now, with Studied Savant, I am now an expert in xenobiology, lore, and investigation.
Nice, nice.
Which is cool because I was not even proficient in investigation to begin with, and this gave me proficiency and expertise.
Nice. Okay, and then a couple new Esper talents too.
Yep, and I will be choosing those right now, so we'll find those out later in battle, possibly.
Awesome, awesome. Good stuff. All right. So, Silori, what does your level 2 look like?
Well, I get to pick a fighting style, which I picked dueling. Though I'm not quite sure how to add a universal multiplier, but I can go in there and add that +2 in there if I need to.
It's under. Do you know how to do it, Sean?
Yeah. I'm gonna head into your sheet real quick and add a universal modifier for +2. You said?
That is yes.
Okay. Show global damage modifier. Is it attack and damage or just damage?
Damage, I believe.
Global damage modifier. So right underneath your attack abilities, you'll see a new section that just popped up called global attack modifier. You said that was dueling that gave you that?
Yeah.
Did you do attack or
Yes.
damage modifier?
Damage.
Okay.
Yep.
You said attack, I was confused.
So +2, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. Go ahead and roll one of your melee weapons. There it is. Yep.
Cool.
Nice. The other stuff I got was I accessed forging, meaning I have 2 tech slots I can use for techniques.
Nice, nice. For tech slots, read spell slots.
Yep.
Now I really do not know how to find a list of which tech ones I actually have available to me.
I
Right.
can tell you in 2
Yeah,
seconds.
the unfortunately the roll20 sorting thing does not work very well. But do we have access? I've shared the full core rulebook into the chats a couple times, right? We have access to all those.
Yeah,
Yes,
hold
am
on
I.
1 second. What class are you?
Sentinel.
Sentinel is going to be, if you have that book, it is on page 213.
Thank you, Zai.
Yep, and I'll paste your spells options in Discord for you.
Thank you again, Zai.
I just
Guys,
have it.
fast.
Enter.
I've kept it open the whole time because I've been looking at it. I've had to. So
Yeah,
those are all the
same.
ones that you have available that you could choose from.
No, I'm the same. So I have it open every time we play.
Books, right? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Uh,
I wish
no,
I
I
had a
also
physical copy of it.
get-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, there's two other things I also get. One is I can, with a melee strike, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack using your weapon link, you can expend one
Might.
text left to deal radiant damage.
Smite.
Space
Pretty
Smite.
much.
Star
However,
Smite.
I also have a ranged strike where I can use my action to fire a radiant beam
Yeah.
from my weapon link at a target.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You can use a
On
melee
hit, it
weapon
takes
to.
1d. Yeah.
That's awesome.
On hit, it takes 1d8 radiant damage. I can also use a text slot to deal additional damage, like I can with a melee attack.
Oop, sorry, didn't mean to do
But I
that.
only get that. But I only get that range strike a number of times equal to my charisma modifier per combat. Per short rest. It replenishes on a short or long rest.
Nice, nice.
So,
Jeez. 18 psychic at level 2. That's crazy. That's a lot.
That's dope.
That would literally kill most NPCs.
Oh, me? Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good.
I didn't mean.
That was
I was
a-
trying to close something and I accidentally clicked the wrong spot.
Dude,
and
she
I
rolled 3d6 and got max damage.
Nice. Yeah. That'd do it. All right. Cool. So that is Silori.
Sorry.
Our.
I'm so sorry. I'm such a weeb.
Ah, god damn it. I might be getting sick. Tori's sister
Don't
has
do
COVID.
that.
Now she's all sick. I'm like avoiding
Oh, no.
trying to stay in different rooms for her and everything. I can't afford to get sick. But like every time I laugh, I'm like, fuck.
I think
Okay.
they're still doing free COVID tests if you get them through.
Oh,
your
we
mail
have
service.
a good couple dozen
Funny.
boxes of them here at the house.
Good.
Yeah. All right. So Alpha is not here. We'll have to let John know to level up his Bellare next session. Bacchus, what's your level up looking like?
Alright, so Bacchus, first thing he gets is a fighting style. We went with sharpshooting,
Nice.
which is a nice +2 to attack rolls.
Nice,
I
nice.
could get that.
What's that?
Wish I could get that.
He then also got forging, which is hit the spell casting version for D&D. But the difference for hunter is they have to use a hunter's rig, and if it gets destroyed, I have to spend money and time to make a new one. Otherwise, there's an issue with me.
Being able to cast spells. Or
being able
use
to
talents.
use- Yeah, because my hunter's rig basically it's like I have a it's kind of it's almost like in our the non-wizard intellect guy in D&D. Artificer kind of because so basically they use like it's a utility pack or a carrying case or an armor attachment that they use to pull their techniques or their tech slots out of.
Yeah, it's the same as the
engineer.
engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
A rig.
so for my tech slots, powers I picked mend and sensor trigger. So I'll be able to set like a trap when we're trying to take a break somewhere. Which is cool.
Cool.
I
Surprised you didn't take graviton strike.
I already have Hunter's Mark. I didn't take any of the concentration based ones because I don't like them. And if I was gonna take one, it would have been Shrapnel, which I'll probably take the next level.
Cool.
Nice. So Bacchus, I have a question for you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, hold on. I'll answer your question in a second.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Hunters. Then we got the ability to use Hunter's Mark per long rest to my Wisdom modifier, which right now is 2, which is awesome. And then I think that's it.
Okay. So my question is, what does your rig look like? Like, what does it do? How do you interact with it? Where do you keep it? All of these things that'll just make it that much more devastating if I destroy
it. So
I can tell you guys are best friends.
it would probably definitely be for him. As a kitty guy, let me look at my picture.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
There's a laser pointer somewhere in there.
Oh, you know Lay has one on her at all
Right.
times.
That's how you get Bacchus to concentrate. Or if you need
Go
him to
for-
focus for a second, just shine it in his
No.
viewpoint.
Lay just
So-
goes out drinking with Bacchus, and like when he gets drunk enough, she'll just like make a mess and just make him chase it.
So for Bacchus, it'd be something like if he's going to use them, he wants to be able to get to him quickly. So instead of like a pouch on his hip or his waist or something like that, he's actually got it and a part of his leg armor on his thigh.
Nice.
And so it's a armor attachment pouch kind of thing that he can reach in to pull his tech out.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay, and Nikolai, what did your level 2 look like?
So my level 2 look like a crappy hit point roll.
Oh no!
Oh, I didn't do my HP. Thanks for reminding me.
You are. But then the only thing class-wise I get one additional known forging technique, but I also get rig expansion.
Yeah.
And my rig expansion is if I miss on an attack roll once per short rest, I can re-roll that. I can make a new attack roll at +10.
What?
It's the exact same ability War Domain clerics have.
Nice. That's really cool.
How often can you do that?
Once per short
Once per
rest?
short rest.
Nice.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
When I get to, I think it's 6th level, I can do it twice per short rest.
Okay.
6th level is a serious tipping point for this class.
Yeah, and this campaign goes to 7th, so you'll get there. Good stuff. Who knows how far we'll go if we do another campaign of Esper Genesis after this. I am strongly leaning towards just doing a full open world sandbox style campaign next if we end up liking Esper
Didn't mean to do
Genesis.
that. Sorry,
What have you done?
I pressed.
Press the button.
What is the gif?
It's a shield. He's protected.
That's from back in the COVID
Hotlet.
days.
Yeah. Back in the COVID days, I probably have COVID right now.
That is a pot lid, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, an invisible barrier, a force, a pot lid.
A pot lid, indeed.
Oh, I did it again. Oh no, that wasn't me. Okay.
It
It literally happened as soon as I pressed the button on my sheet, and I was like, God damn it, I keep pressing the wrong thing.
I was seeing which things I'd put a GIF on. I only put a GIF on some of them.
That's weird. Some of them are showing up because in dark mode, some text doesn't show up, and you have to highlight it to get it to pop up. Oh, you know what it is? No, because Kalela was coming off of your sheet too, but Bastion is working fine off your sheet now. That's weird. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Can you throw up a?
It's a sale. It's a
Okay.
It's a spell.
And then this is coming
And
off of your
then-
character sheet and feats list, right?
Yeah, this is like my feat, like the industry professional studied savant are feats from my background and my class.
Interesting.
Yeah, and there's none of those don't have any text associated with them, so nothing pops up.
Okay. Okay. Well, alright, everybody. So, a few days have gone by. You all are nearing Pel Tavaria. Once you arrived at Ondis from the Dendisar Crucible to the Ondis Crucible, once you arrived there, a few moments later, maybe like 20 minutes later, all of your personal data pads would have lit up simultaneously, even Leo's. Opening them, or taking a look at them, I'm sure as a few of you did immediately. I know I always have to stare right at my phone once a notification goes off, but once you guys notice those, you all see something a bit concerning. Each of your sim avatars appears on your view screen on your personal pad. That being said, each of your personal sim avatars has a set of 3 long, jagged claw marks, slash marks. They glow and shimmer silver over the top of your avatar. And below them is a one-line message that says, "Catch up with you soon."
Huh?
Can
I
I
missed
try-
something while leveling up.
Yeah,
Can I
somebody wants to
try
kill
and
us.
trace the message to see where it came from?
You certainly can try.
What can I make?
That,
Oh,
you know-
computers check?
Yeah, I'm trying. I want to use something other than computers. We're using computers for freaking everything, but that seems to be the. I mean, we're in space,
Maybe
right?
a
So,
lore, maybe a
Computer
lore
thing.
check
yeah, I feel like the
So,
computers is. I feel like the computers is the way to go with this one.
or investigation.
Xenobiology.
Yeah, let's go investigation. Good call. Good call. I like it.
Can I
Okay.
use my inspiration for the 22?
I'm gonna go ahead and say save it because with a 15, you can tell that there is no source.
How do messages come from no source? That makes no sense. It had to come from somewhere.
I can do that in today's technology.
Yep, it is entirely
Sorry.
possible already.
No, I know it's possible, but I'm just playing into my character.
Yeah. But yeah, Kalela, there is no source. It has been removed from whatever codes you were
I
looking
feel
into.
like-
It has been removed.
I feel like Sova goes into this long explanation that no one asked for.
Thanks, Silva.
She doesn't understand rhetorical questions, okay?
It's
okay.
okay. You're an AI. We don't expect you to, but I appreciate it.
All right. So that being said, this will come up a lot more later, but it's kind of fun to just think about now. What do each of your Sid avatars look like? They can look like literally anything. One of my characters in my last game was a floating block of jello with a pair of eyes in it, was his sim avatar. Like on the plate and everything. So, what do your sim avatars look like, everybody? So just let's go ahead and preface that a little bit. The sim is basically the galactic internet, right? So it's essentially a virtual space as well as something that you can access from even just basic data terminals. Let me see if I can pull up the actual text for it real quick so we can.
If you've ever read the novel Snow Crash,
The
that's
metaverse.
sim.
Snow Crash. I have not read that one, but I have heard good things.
I've started it a bunch of times when I was younger and never had the chance to actually read it.
That is a must read. I'm
281.
sorry, everybody must read that book.
Snow Crasher. I am a fan of sci-fi, so I will check it out. So, the Silrain Intergalactic Matrix, more commonly referred to as the SIM, this galactic data network, is the primary hub for almost all communications, research, entertainment, and trading throughout the Silrain Arc and several of its neighboring star systems. So long as you are in the Arc, almost anything with an electronic chip is linked to the SIM in some fashion. The internal software structure and systems of connections within the sim are so vast, most who use it regularly view it as if it were its own universe. The billions of users who access the sim daily can do so in a variety of ways. Some use data terminals or handheld devices. Many also choose to perform what's called a sim dive, the act of linking your brainwaves directly into the network and navigating the virtual world with an avatar, commonly referred to as a persona. Expanded details in another book. I don't know why I read that part. But yeah, so what do each of your personas look like in the sim? What did we just receive a message of with 3 silver claw marks on it?
I think Bacchus's would definitely be like a fast ass, dope, cool, like space ship of some sort.
Nice, like a racer.
Like like a racer, something that's fast and sleek and probably super expensive and cool as fuck to somebody.
Nice. So whenever you're interacting with Bacchus in the sim, you see a spaceship flying around and talking to you. That's cool.
Nikolai is very unimaginative about things like this, and his sim avatar looks like him.
Right is just a copy of you. That's totally a thing. And Sova, what does your sim avatar look like? As an AI, you would have one, yeah. You would probably be using it more than most anyone else.
Mine looks like a human.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Right on the nose.
It looks like
Alright.
Ace.
And what about you, Clayla?
Would look probably like a human, like more human, not like superhuman, but like humanoid in features.
Mm-hmm.
But holographic skin, real like trippy kind of raver, like looking, long like dreaded hair.
Like cybergoth?
Kind of, yeah, super cybergoth.
Nice.
Technicolor, holographic goodness.
Awesome. And Silori, what about your sim persona?
I'm trying to think, what would a giant space lizard man use?
Well, yeah, the Matakai are tied to the elemental natures of the universe. There's actually some pretty cool stuff about the Matakai. The
Like,
Batari are essentially space dragons, right? And the Matakai are descendant of these creatures.
Be a dragon.
Dragon.
that's probably what he would do.
Nice, so your avatar would be a Batari?
Yeah.
Let me
With some cool wings.
see if I can share you a picture of one real quick. Where's my threats database? The Batari.
Danger.
Batera. The Batera. There we go.
Knowing that Bacchus is a
Very cool. Here.
spaceship, I'm just thinking of like Cars and like Lightning McQueen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
With a
do have a
spaceship.
question.
What's up?
Are the claw marks a logo or a symbol or something else that we would be able to recognize? Like I know they were
Okay.
over our Sims, but
Yeah. Go ahead and
Like, is
run an
there-
investigation.
okay. Like just in case this has been done to someone else somewhere out there in the internet.
That's a Batera.
Oh,
Cool.
sick.
Nat
Oh,
20.
that's so cool looking.
Okay.
That is really cool looking. It's like Crystal Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yes.
So, Sova,
And mine.
after... So that's a 23, right? With your int modifier? Because you don't have a proficiency in investigation.
Yes, +3.
So +3,
Correct.
okay.
So +3.
So 23.
Thank you.
No problem. So, Sova, you do a deep dive as you all are pulling up towards the Peltavaria station. You do a deep dive into trying to image match this set of claw marks over everything that you can. It was never used in the sim up until about maybe 2 years ago. Is the first time that you're seeing it pop up. It started off, oddly enough, in the gaming community. Somebody was using it to kind of threaten their rivals.
Bitches.
Interesting.
There is no trail as to who it belonged to, though.
No handles or tags or anything like that? Okay, cool. I
There
will
are
relay
still
the
trolls.
info. I will relay that information to my crew.
Okay.
And we already tried to dive to see who it came from.
Yeah, no trace.
That's what I just did.
Untraceable.
Yeah.
What you did was just a back check on the 3 claw marks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, untraceable, but there
before-
is kind of
History.
history on it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone thinks this is a game.
Is
Games.
Thinks this is a game. I like that.
We may or may not have pissed somebody off.
Bacchus, when don't you piss somebody off?
It's been a couple of days.
True. Good for you.
Turning a new leaf.
How do you, big kitty boy?
Well, if we have enraged and drawn the ire, sort of.
Somebody powerful.
Yes. This obviously is why I was. This shall be fun.
So how do we get in contact with Tarko?
Who's Tarko?
All right.
I
So-
missed some stuff while leveling.
Oh, you're good.
Our contact,
So,
our contact.
So just to get Bacchus caught up here, essentially, you all figured out that there is something inside of the android's memory, something locked away that is hidden behind so many fail-safes and firewalls and other defensive structures that trying to access it would result in the detonation of the ship.
Big bada boom.
Big bada boom. It's been too long. It's been a good few months since I watched that movie. It's time. It's time. Especially tonight. All right. But essentially, the crew has learned that there is information of some extreme import to the Zephyr Corp inside of the android's memory. Enough people here have it out for the Zephyr Corp that trying to stick it to them and figuring out what's in there is a pretty big want. So Leo has set you all up with a contact, a top-of-pole agent by the name of Tarko, who has arranged for you all to meet with a smuggler who is extremely difficult to meet. The smuggler by the name of Rona is known to have some pretty high-up resources, and she is very well known to hate Zephyr Corps and jump at any opportunity that she can get to interfere with their plans. So, the goal is to meet with Tarko, your agent, who is going to give you all something to deliver to Rona. That gets you an audience with her, and then you explain what's going on, and hopefully she helps you.
Awesome.
Does that get you caught up?
Yes.
Okay. So, now, with that, you all see the massive Rift Station, Peltavaria. The Rift Stations are space stations that are near these galactic phenomena known as rifts. The rifts are the safest way to traverse across the galactic core. Generally speaking, the galactic core is extremely perilous to travel through. There is extreme phenomena, extreme electrical storms, all kinds of very dangerous things happen on or near these galactic rifts. And so, on or in the galactic core. And so these rifts are essentially wormholes that allow you to travel from one end of the galactic core to the other safely. Near each rift is a space station the size of a small city. These two stations are extremely popular travel hubs, filled with an endless influx of travelers, and almost anything can be found or sold in either one, though each station does function very differently from the other. You are all currently at Peltavaria. Peltavaria acts like an independent city. It orbits around the small planet of Tavaris, the largest recreational playground in the galaxy. So many groups and organizations operate out of Peltavaria, it's difficult to know who's really in power there. Underground trade is far more popular here, offering whatever is within the limits of one imagination, for the right price, that is. So, with all of that in mind, Leo would exit. Says, "Well, I can't say I'm not eager to see you all off my ship. It's been quite the wild ride, and you all are a bit too much action for me, I must say, but I will miss you all if I don't see you again, but we are at Peltavaria. I do hope we will interact again, but..."
Your money's always good with me.
"And your services are always going to be required."
How?
Pay us.
I thought you were staying here so that we can leave him on the ship while
I
we
will
try to
indeed.
figure things out.
I will indeed, I will indeed.
Did he pay us last game?
No, but he would do so now. Sorry, you're right. He does. He will stay here and look over the android as you all are going to meet with Rona. So yeah. So I guess you will be seeing him again one way or another, huh? Hopefully you all don't die.
Unless we blow it all and die. Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't die.
That's
That's what I'm worried about.
Right.
Silva will go with Lay again.
I upload her into my portable media device and attach her to my hip.
Awesome.
There's some good tunes in there if you want to listen to some. Silva.
Oh, we'll rock out.
Hell yeah.
Damn,
All right,
rappers and
everybody.
goggles are expensive.
So as your ship pulls into the Peltavaria's main space dock, Leo kind of looks out through his viewport and is like, "Oh, what now?" And you can see there are crowds of people gathered around one side of the station area. This is supposed to be the private dock. Why are there so many people here? You see a sleek, shiny star cruiser takes up much of the Bay Area. It is surrounded by security teams. There is no less than a dozen heavily armed guards surrounding this vessel. There's many onlookers and a pack of media reporters with camera drones. A large holographic sign hangs over the ship and it reads, "Introducing the Hyperlance." Bacchus, it is probably the prettiest starship you have ever seen.
He's
Looks on
super.
everything, Bacchus.
He's not listening to nobody right now. He's just kind of drooling.
Kaleila's just waving her hands in the air trying to get his attention.
He's just swatting it away.
Leo,
Yes.
I don't think you ever paid us for salvaging the basilisk.
Oh, right. What was the agreed upon price? It was 800 cubiles, right?
1,000.
Oh,
I thought
Drone.
it was
Bacchus just
1,200.
drones off about 1,000. Just still staring at the ship.
he looks over towards you. I'm just pulling your chain. The agreed upon was 1,200. After you guys negotiated with him, right? You got him up to 12?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Alright. So that is 200 apiece split up between all of you, right?
Nice.
If we include Sova, which I think we should.
Yeah, because then
That's-
she can just transfer it to her.
Digital money.
I'm a real girl account.
girl! This whole time, Silva's been a real girl.
Nice. Oh, I totally forgot to ask. What'd you all think of the combat music during the starship battle?
Oh, it was so cool.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yes.
Well,
It
I
was
was-
so good.
I'm so excited to be able to use like this whole suite of freaking like electronic and like sci-fi cyberpunk tracks that I haven't been able to before. I'm so excited.
It was so much more fun than the Starjammer one, and like you gave us such a good story, but this was cooler.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Spelljammer's space combat was bleh. It just was not fun.
Spelljammer sucked.
Yeah, Esper Genesis over Spelljammer all day, every day.
Bleh.
Yay!
Dude, a motorcycle costs 10,000 cubiles.
Yeah, we can't afford shit.
I'm just saying, if a motorcycle costs 10 grand, I don't want to know the space.
Spaceships are up into the millions. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, that's in the Master Technician's Guide. Actually buying starships and stuff, isn't
Get Tiberius to buy it for you.
it? Pro strats.
I didn't even see the
Yeah.
cost for ships.
We might be able to sell the android to Zephyr Core for.
I don't trust Zephyr Core.
Oh, hey, there is
Bacchus would not allow you to sell him. He's very protective over him. After he shot him.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, buddy.
I will protect you with my life.
So, starships are actually not that expensive. A light freighter or a gunship, much like the style of the cutter, is only 35K.
Only.
And a
Only.
no big deal.
motorcycle is 10,000.
Is that what it says, I?
A bike ground is 10,000. A car ground is 25,000. A hover bike is 25,000.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not tacking a 0 on there, bud?
35. There's 3 zeros.
There's 3 zeros.
After
Okay.
all of them.
Word. So I will say that, as much as I love this book, it is rife with typos. So we'll look at it and kind of look at some comparable things, because a starship, like a light freighter the size of a cutter, the size of the cutter ship that you're in right now, being only 35K, but a bike being 10 seems a bit weird.
A hover car is 35K.
A hover car is 35K.
I mean,
Yeah.
So
I
you're telling me that a hover car...
I think
Yeah.
the starship prices are the ones that are off. I mean, a biosuit is 2K.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like we need to tack an extra 0 onto these starship prices then.
Because magnetic boots are 1,500.
Okay.
I mean, Just the tools that are on a starship are worth 35K.
Okay. So
I
as
would
at the
agree.
GM subscription standard starship can be purchased. Ship's costs and construction are covered in the Master Technician's Guide. The ships provided here, the following costs can be used as reference. Okay. So let me I have this Master Technician's Guide. Let me just go ahead and take a quick peek at that, see if we can get a quick answer to this, and then we'll just move on.
You just kind of know what we're looking at, right?
Yeah, totally. Because buying a starship is something that everyone wants, right? Everyone wants your own fucking ship. The idea that...
I don't need a starship. He wants a fast ship that shoots shit.
Nice. Okay, PDS. My Esper
Why
Genesis
do I feel
PDS.
like he's gonna steal that Star Lancer?
If he gets a chance, he's taking off. You guys may never see him
Hey, I thought you cared about your crew.
Can
Yeah,
I
but that
stand
ship-
the Star Lancer?
again.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sova.
Cool. Okay.
So as you begin your scan, as soon as you begin to make your scan, you are immediately every screen, every sensor in the ship lights up with a big dramatic fanfare. Trumpets are going, and then a movie phone announcer. Welcome to the Hyperlance, the galaxy's most advanced travel system. And it goes on with this long-winded explanation about how the Hyperlance is this super high-tech prototype cruiser fitted with an advanced Sorium drive capable of reaching almost the same feats that the Crucibles can perform. Reaching, instead of instantaneous, cutting the distance between star systems by nearly 1/100th of the time. It's shiny frame, state-of-the-art features. It has pretty much every high-tech gadget you could possibly think of, and it is being sponsored and put on by Revosys, Revolutionary Systems Incorporated. Yeah, it's basically a tourist attraction. And as soon as that goes down, all the screens go back to normal.
Sova feels slightly dirty now.
You'd see Bacchus like looking for the door, like he's trying to get into this thing just to check everything out.
Does it have guns? I don't think it does.
It does. It
Oh, it
does
does, okay.
indeed have a suite of weaponry.
Is this a multi-person ship or a one-person ship?
It is a large. It's essentially the same class of ship as the Cutter.
Okay.
So
Sleek and shiny and fast.
sleek, shiny, and fast, and very well armed. As you're looking at it, Nikolai, you can see no less than 3 visible weapon systems. So 6 cannons on the ship.
Okay.
It is well armed.
I want them to spin.
All right, Nikolai, if you'd like to, and Bacchus, why don't both of you go ahead and make perception checks to see what else you see hiding in the sleek, shiny veneer of this ship.
Okay. Hey!
Nice.
I know
nice,
everything.
Nice, nice.
I know everything.
So Nikolai is stuck on the guns, saying, "Wow,
Yeah.
nice." So Nikolai's stuck on the guns, but
I like
Bacchus.
big guns and I cannot lie.
Nice. So, Bacchus, you also see that along with this high-tech suite of dual cannons, and while they are not equipped currently, it does have fittings for at least 2 rocket bays as well. You
Hell yeah.
also notice that it has a built-in directional barrier system, which is essentially shields on steroids. It has, it's not only is it supposedly extremely fast with extremely modern and state-of-the-art technology, but it is extremely well armed and extremely well defended as well.
This is what his sim looks like now.
It's just the Hyperlance. That's awesome. Okay. So, yes.
While the boys are drooling over the ship, Lei is gonna still be playing with the portable media device
Okay.
from the melder,
Uh-huh.
and I'm assuming I can look at the vehicle registration that we got from the Megacorp
Uh-huh.
on there.
Yes.
Am I able to see if they're able to track the vehicle registration?
Make an investigation check first. Or you know what? I'm sorry. Make a computers check first. Okay. So, with a 15, you are able to link in to Peltavaria's vehicle registration and sales histories. Make an investigation check. Nice. Kalela, you are able to determine that the vehicle was purchased here at Peltavaria.
The Megacorp one we
The
found.
Megacorp vehicle that you found was purchased here.
Cool. And from this information, from my role, am I able to see if they are able to track the vehicle or anything, like where its location, its status?
You want to see if they can see the status of it, like
like Zephyr.
Okay,
Corp.
you want to see if Zephyr. You
Zephyr,
would be able to know without having to do any other checks that as soon as the vehicle went dark, they would have known.
Okay, so if I were to upload this vehicle registration into anything, they would know.
Would certainly send some flags up for some people.
Can we cleanse the vehicle registration and by chance
What does it matter?
to use it on something else?
So, Bacchus, none of you possess that expertise, but you know who might? A smuggler who has it out for Zephyr Corp.
That we're hunting down.
Yeah, let's go find Tarko. Where are we supposed to meet Tarko?
You see Bacchus just like he's got whatever he's got Ken to take a picture of this Hyperlance, and he's gonna put it right on the window wherever he's flying.
Nice.
He's got big dreams.
He's got big dreams.
He will own one day.
All right. Okay, so Leo would come out. Leo says, "Tarko is waiting for you in the main base. He's to meet you down there. Here's what he looks like." He sends you over a quick image of Tarko. Here he be.
Oh, digital, so much better.
Sends you over a quick image of Tarko. That be who you're meeting.
We're looking for Dresden.
What? Why laugh?
Shoulder pads.
Oh, he has shoulder pads. Nice. Let's see him. Shoulder pads. Nice. Going back to the 80s.
I love it.
He reminds me of Dresden.
All right.
Looks straight out of Blade Runner to me.
Yeah, it does definitely give me major Blade Runner vibes. I love the sci-fi setting so much. The freaking corporate agents and like corporate assassins. Oh. I need to watch Aeon Flux again for some inspiration. I haven't seen that movie probably over a decade since I've seen that movie.
Oh, I just watched that like about 6 months ago.
Nice. That's a good one.
Uh-huh.
That and Ultraviolet.
I loved both of them.
Yeah,
they got
there was
such
both
bad reviews.
Fuck reviews. People don't know.
I
People
know.
don't know what they're talking about.
Don't have taste.
Nah, they lack the palate.
Yep.
Y'all
I
didn't see
enjoyed
me, but
both those pretty
I
deeply.
was doing the chef's kiss motion when I said
I believe it.
that. So yes, Leo approaches you all, slides you over. He sends over an image of Tarko to all of your personal data pads, so you know who you're looking for, and says that he's going to meet you down here in this hangar. He will find you. You just got to hang out for a minute.
Okay.
So I get to go drool over the hyperlance even more.
That you do.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Dude,
go
he's
find our
taking in
comms.
everything. He is looking at through the window at the controls, like everything.
So you all disembark from the cutter. Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. So, as you make your way down, there is quite a few people here. A lot of people have come to look at the cutter. I mean, to look at the Hyperlance. The cutter's a piece of junk in comparison. Literal
Hell yeah.
heap of dog crap next to the Hyperlance.
Damn.
I love how
Hyperlance.
people like me have misused the word literal so much that Webster's has actually changed the definition to mean its opposite as well. And I found
That's
that
our-
very amusing.
That's our generation.
Yep.
Destroyed the diamond industry and the word literal.
Go us.
So, Sova wants to know if the Hyperlance has a super cool onboard virtual assistant.
How do you inquire?
Because, very rudely, because she's not appreciating that everyone's drooling over the other ship.
I mean, who do you ask?
Just like out loud.
So,
You
coming
just
out
feel
of
like
coming out of
walking.
coming out of Kaleila's data pad.
Yes, it's just coming out of her off her hip. Like there's someone in her pocket.
All right. So, one of the people that's kind of there watching. You see, they have a pad out and they're taking notes on it, drawing some sketches. They appear to be writing. For a publication of some kind. And hearing that, he just kind of, without looking over, says, no AI. This one's supposed to have some sort of advanced navigational system in it, close to an AI, able to produce the same amount of calculations all at the same time, but not a sentient one.
We'll have to upgrade that when I get this.
Don't worry, I can just install Sova.
That makes me feel a
Yes.
little better.
AI ready, as you'd expect.
What are the rules on walking around in this station with weapons?
You see, pretty much everyone's armed.
Okay.
One of those type of situations.
Try and disarm Bacchus. See what
Right.
happens.
Yeah, pretty much everybody's armed. It's one of those situations where pretty much everybody walks around with a weapon on their hip of some kind.
If it's AI ready, can I link to it?
You can try.
I get close enough so she can link to it.
Your pad lights up.
Okay.
Welcome to the Hyperlance! The Hyperlance is a
Oh,
super...
no. No linking.
That's what you get whenever you try.
You just
Okay.
see Sova like
I'm
scrambling.
podcast only mode.
We need to disable that.
So this time, though, Sova, at the end, Kalela, the ship's, whatever program's running probably thinks that you were activating it. It addresses you by name. It says, Kalela, would you like a tour of the Hyperlance?
As soon as Bacchus hears that, he's gonna just whip his head and say, yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you say that, Bacchus, your pad lights up. It says, Bacchus! To register for a tour of the Hyperlance. Oh, you don't have a data pad?
No.
You don't have any sort of personal communication device on you.
I have a walkie-talkie.
Just a two-way communicator.
Yep.
Who is it linked to?
The other person that has one, so
Okay.
That's
You
me.
hear your name come from Kaleila's data pad, Bacchus, saying asking if you would like to set up a tour.
he just goes, fuck yeah!
All right.
How does it know? I mean, I know it's linking to our data pads.
So we all have microchips in the sim.
What was your question, Kaleila?
It's just I'm just playing into my character. Because she knows that the ship, the Zephyr core ship, was bought here, so
Mhm.
she's just suspicious.
How does it know my name?
You said the Zephyr car was bought here,
Right, the
Yeah.
car was bought here.
not
Ship
not
car. ship car. Sorry,
Yeah.
but
The
that the car was brought
presumably
here.
the Zephyr core ship would be a terror to behold, and I don't think it's safe to say that no one knows where that came from.
But we know they have we know there's strong ties here.
Yes, and it would be well known to all of you that Zephyr core would 100% have operations at Peltavaria.
Mm-mm.
And they know that we have the robot.
They know someone has the robot.
It's deactivated.
It is.
Also, that PDF is in the Melder's name, isn't it? Or
It is.
Aha. Okay.
Uh,
And it still said-
Kalela,
it
you're
still
not
said your
carrying.
name.
You're not carrying around the Melder's datapad with you, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you are. Okay.
I think I'm in it.
No, you're in my data.
Right. I thought you
but
were using yours, but you have the
Okay.
Melders with
I
you.
have the Melder's data pad that I'm using the Zephyr core.
Right. So
vehicle
Kalela,
registration through.
we'll assume that your character would know to shut that thing down, cut off any ties between it and the sim before you got to Peltavaria, all that kind of stuff. That being a techie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, that's
I just-
that's why I was like, concerned.
Right. We can definitely say that Kalela would have the wherewithal, the technical know-how to know that bringing in the datapad of an enemy to a place like Peltavaria would probably be not wise. So, shut it down. It's off. It's basically a brick in your pocket right now.
I still want it on me in case of an emergency,
Right.
but I don't want to be in the place that they bought the car, standing
Without it.
there with this data pad, and they're like, this isn't this person.
Right. Okay. Yep. So just a heads up, if you were to turn it on anywhere in Peltavaria, it would immediately notify Zephyr. Whatever agents they have here, they would immediately know, oh, our agent's back.
I know that, and
Okay.
I'm keeping it off.
Okay.
Isn't it great when your character is smarter than you are?
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it.
Trying to RP the frickin' 22 ent BBEG at the end. It's like, say smart things. Say smart things. Say smart things. I'm going to
That's
kill
why
you.
I have a 0 charisma. I say dumb things, but I'm just smart.
Oh god. Okay. All right, everybody. So out on the deck of Peltavaria's docking base. The Hyperlance is there, surrounded by reporters and security guards. Bacchus now has an appointment to tour the Hyperlance. That
Hell
appointment
yeah.
is set for 12 hours from now. There is quite the line, Bacchus.
It can wait. We have other things to do. Let's go.
You definitely see him visibly pout at the 12 hours.
And I just pull him
Event
out.
scheduled. Alarm set.
Thanks, Silva. All right, let's go, boys. We have.
Yep.
They're meeting us here.
Yeah, he's coming to us.
There he is.
Oh,
Well, you guys have some time. He hasn't found you just yet. So, is there anything else that you'd like to do in the docking bay? There's reporters around and security personnel. You see a couple Mecharoids walk up, and these two Mecharoids replace 6 security guards as the shift change is happening.
Jeez.
Yeah, those of you with combat experience would know Mecharoids to be, they are formidable adversaries in combat.
Who are the mech droids registered to?
The Mecharoids are you can tell just by looking at them. They have Revosys defense blazoned across the front of their name, across the front of their armor plates.
Cool,
So
cool,
the same
cool.
company that owns the ship.
Yep.
Better
I
than Zephyr Core.
yes.
So
I'm able to
Revosys, as
Oh,
opposed.
sorry.
So no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, while we were waiting to meet with this guy, Kalela would want to find a shop to purchase a new set of cybersmith tools.
Fantastic. Yeah, there are many there. That would certainly be a shop that is here in the docking bay. But yeah, Revosys is a military and starship weapons and defense systems corporation. Right. So Kalela, you're heading over to one of the vendors to pick up a new set of tools.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Yeah, standard core rulebook prices will be seen here, so you can go ahead and reduce your cubles by the appropriate amount.
What are you buying?
Cybersmith tools, 300.
Those. Yes.
I
You're
want.
you're already there.
Yeah, I was looking up earlier, so I missed some things, but I'll get it in the recap. What was I saying? I want the digital technician tools, but those are a little expensive, so we gotta save up. And 500.
If you would like to use the 200, was it 200 that went to Sova?
Yeah.
Oh no. We can wait for those. You keep that money. It's fine. I'm not in a rush to get them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saving for demolition tools.
Because I have proficiency in both digital technician and cybersmith. So.
Like the stuff you do sort of like helps Sova out quite a bit. Also, you're her legs, so you get treats.
Would digital technicians be better than DM?
I'm trying to look at what they're used for, but it just says it doesn't really give me any details, honestly.
It doesn't.
Let me check out
That's
the
the thing.
It doesn't give a description of either one of those tools.
It's probably in the Master Technician's Guide, which I do not have on Roll20. I don't even think it's in Roll20 yet. So, let me go ahead and do this. I can search my PDFs. No, you're fine. You're good. Cybersmith?
Cybersmith and digital technician. Because if Sova will give me that extra 200, then and the digital technician would be better, especially in helping her out. I want to get those.
Okay.
Marcus is saving up for an infiltration suit.
Cool.
Page 36 of the Master
1,200
Technician's
cubles.
Mel, get what you want. I wasn't trying to bully you into one thing or another.
I want both. That's the thing. I just want to know what's going to be the best use to get first. Because the book doesn't really say which is
No, it does
better
not.
to get.
I just want to contribute.
I appreciate.
Yes.
141, it says for tools, and there's no descriptions of these tools on 141?
No, it just says,
Yeah, it has descriptions of
everything else.
artisans, demolition, disguise, forgery, gaming, hackers, herbalism.
Yeah, just no
It's
cybersmith.
considered an artisan tool, so...
Okay. So what the fuck is a cybersmith then? Alright. Yeah, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
What is a cybersmith? What does a cybersmith do?
Very sneaky.
And then there's description for hackers kit, but there's no price for it.
Nice. God.
Jesus, did I write this book?
It is one guy. One guy wrote this whole fucking book, so...
It's right.
Boy.
Oh, there it
Hacker's
is.
kit is
Yep.
right above
Yep,
herbalist.
I missed it. It's because it's... Yeah, sorry.
Interesting.
It's hard to see these things.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's an artisan's kit. So, I actually kind of wanna... Let's make it up ourselves. But my player from the previous Esper Genesis game was a cybermancer who was an artist, and he made this really excellent backstory for what he did and how he did it, how he used his art in the sim and created digital cyber art, like interactive art. I kind of want to ask him what he thinks Cybersmith's tools would be like. How do you all feel about that? Kind of calling in a call a friend type.
Phone a friend.
Yeah.
I
Because
think...
if you want that, if you give me me, I can make something up. I
Yeah.
can make something up for either one. You tell me which one you like better, and I will.
Let's
buy that
combine the two of them. So why don't you come up with something for the
Nice.
Cybersmith's tools, and then I'll ask Vase, and then yeah.
Or do you want me to the digital technicians because he has the cybersmith?
take a look at both of them?
Cool.
Let me know what you come up with.
Two-way
won't buy any-
communicators can be linked up to 20 different other two-way communicators.
Nice. Okay.
hold on to your 200 for now, Silva.
Okay. So it's a two-way communicator, but it's actually a 20-way.
Right? It's a
just
two-way
forgot the
communicator
zero.
between 20 different sources.
Yeah,
No, it's a 20-way communicator. It's just a
love it.
typo.
it's just it's a communication net.
Yeah. 20 by 20.
It
20
doesn't
by
go
1.
through the SIM. It doesn't go through the SIM for communication.
That is actually a good thing to note, everybody. Anytime that you communicate through your personal data pads, you can be tracked. It is showing up on the SIM. It's just like sending a text or sending a message through the internet. It's always going to be there. These two-way communicators will prevent that if you want to be secret to anything. Well, all right, everybody. Now that you are all out on the deck and out wandering around, it doesn't take long before a very detective-y looking guy, that matching the description that Leo gave you, does approach your group. Looks around. He says, "You all with Leo?"
Yeah.
Who's asking?
Yeah.
"I'm Tarko." He waits for your
Greetings,
response.
friend of Leo.
Nikolai.
Nods. All right, so you all know the job. I have some data that needs to be given to Rona on a secure network. I can't be seen at the Eclipse myself, as it's a rather seedy location, and Tabapole agents really aren't so much welcome for the most part. My presence would certainly raise some flags with the people we don't want them raised with. So, he reaches back and pulls out a small data chip. Take this, deliver it to Rona, and you will have the agreed upon 2,000 cubles.
What are we getting 2,000 cubles for?
Giving
Delivering
Rona
a data chip.
sorry.
Um,
All I hear when you say Rona is coronavirus.
yeah.
I'm dying.
Who provides the cubles, when, and how?
Your cubles will be deposited into your account from a third site Tavapol agency. It will be untraceable. No one will know you were paid by us.
Insight check. No, I'm kidding.
When does that get deposited?
The very second this chip finds its way into Rona's office.
And how do y'all know it finds its way there?
He kind of smirks. He says, "We're Tavapol. We have our ways."
Rona calls him.
It's a phone call. We have it. Says, "You've been added to the Eclipse's exclusive list. You'll have access to all VIP areas in the club."
Ooh, we don't have to stand in line at the velvet rope.
Sova has always been VIP.
I'm gonna use my Alarma to
What is that?
send him a message in his head with mental missive. And he just hears he kind of glare.
You run into a barrier.
Oh.
He has psychic blockers up. He looks over towards you. Is there any sort of check or anything that has to be made if he resists this?
No, it's just message.
Got it. Yeah, there is a block. He looks towards you. He says, taps at his head a little bit, and you can see he has an implant on his right temple. He says, "Topical protocol, I'm afraid. Don't want anybody sneaking around in there, you know."
Oh, I need one of those.
I like it. But tell me, how can we trust you?
Says you can't. It's as simple as that. I have a job for you. I can't exactly trust you all, but the data is encrypted, so I run no risk at handing it off to you. The only one that can read it is Rona. But I understand. It would be unwise to simply trust me and take me at my word. You don't know me, you've never met me. I will answer whatever questions I am allowed to answer for you, though.
How much free reign do the megacorps have on this station?
This station, the megacorps don't want the tarnish on their record that they would need to take actual control of this place. They hire out to the gangs. The Omega Fist is one that we've been keeping an especially close eye on.
Is there an operator that uses 3 claw marks as a tag?
He kind of gives you the blank Matrix, the Agent Smith stare for a moment. Says, "The Siren is the only info we have on her."
Her. Okay.
Can I make a lore check on the siren?
Sure. Just look at you with all your freaking over 20 rolls tonight. Jesus.
I love
We're gonna
having
have-
expertise in things.
So,
You have expertise in lore?
Mm-hmm. It's from my studied savant. I have
amazing.
expertise in lore, investigation, and xenobiology.
Nice.
Freaking awesome.
I get
so
expertise in insight checks.
I got the big
the
brain.
when he says the siren, that does set off some odd bells for you. There was an anonymous sim gamer that went by Metal Siren. She has been inactive in the gaming scene for almost 5 years now. No one knew who she was, where she came from, only that she was one of the best, if not the best, at several different things. Those 3 silvered claw marks were the Metal Siren's calling card.
I would like to deep dive on the siren, please.
I will go ahead and say that is all that there is to know.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So,
Metal siren? She's been inactive for 5 years.
Inactive on the sim, you said.
Games.
which are usually played on the sim, so yeah.
He's just trying to sound smart.
There's more money
Nice.
when it's not there's more money when it's not a game.
Tarko looks over you all, says, "Good luck. Careful in there."
Is there a bounty on the siren?
He shakes his head. You need evidence for there to be a bounty.
No, you don't.
Kind of smirks.
That's when
Opens
you
up
really
his jacket
get
pocket and points at his badge.
it.
Alright.
We don't
And
need
with
no
that,
stinking badges.
you all make your way off of the docking station and into the bustling streets of Peltivaria Station. And here is where we will pick up next week.
Oh.